You know, you break a heavy support, you check it or heavy resistance, you back test it as support, and then you continue on. Another thing I want to point out here is a long-term time frame. A lot of coins right now are looking insanely good on the weekly chart, and that's exactly what's happening here for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. This has just been going straight up. So if you would have bought 7 weeks ago at 190, or yeah, at about 200, you'd be up pretty much 2x right now. It's just been going up. One thing I do want to point out on the weekly time frame is we are a little hot on the indicators. You can see the stock RSI is actually flatlined right now. We actually are peaked out. We're peaked out right here, and that's happened several times for this coin, and you can kind of see what happens after that. We flatline, peak out, and then we fall back, or flatline, peak out, fall, flat line, peak out, and then we fall. And every time we've had to come all the way back down here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did see another push. We're obviously at a round number right now. We're at 399, trying to break that into $400. So it's a very psychological area, going from you know, those large numbers from 399 to a whole number like 400. So I would be keeping an eye on a slight retracement possibly. That would allow these indicators to retrace as well, which could give us a nice run up. And the absolute worst case scenario for Monero is back testing the 618 at 275 and then rallying up. But if we did back test that 618 at 275, the overall momentum that we've been experiencing since, you know, April of 2024, this run up would still be valid, because we have a high, low, high, low, high, and this would put in a higher low, and then we can start rallying to the end of the year, end of 2025. But hopefully, you know, in a bull run, indicators go straight out the window and you can just be flatline bullish the entire time. Hopefully that's the case here for Monero. Obviously, if we get over 400, we're going to see a quick run up to the all-time high price, and then that's going to be the main resistance area to focus on for Monero. If we look at the short-term time frame for you swing traders, the short-term time frame is still, or not still, is still look, I guess still is still looking pretty hot. We are getting sell signals here on the stock RSI. The last time we got sell signals on the stock RSI was back here, and you kind of see what happened. It just flatlined. So hopefully that's the case here. Hopefully we just come down here and we flatline, and then we can start rallying, or hopefully we don't retrace at all. But the indicators are a little too hot, in my personal opinion. You're actually off the charts here on the WTX. Last time that happened was December of 2024. And what happened in December 2024? Let's just check that. December 2024, you consolidated, then you flash crash, but just take that into consideration, guys. I'm not really too worried about it. I think Monero hasn't had an all-time high in 7 years, and we're only 28% down from it. We should easily smash through that all-time high price. If I had to make a prediction of the bull run high price, what I normally do is I draw from the prior high to the low, and then you can kind of expect to go to the 1, 2, 3, 6 area. So that's about $1,000 for Monero. I wouldn't be shocked at all if we went to $1,000 for Monero. And then sometimes, you know, you flirt with between the 1, 2, 3, 6 and the 1, 6, 1, 8 during, you know, that 2, 3 week of the mania phase where you can throw money at anything and everything runs. That's where you could be flirting around here with the $2,000 to $3,000, you know, the quick flash prices for the coin. And then after that, you know, back to the bear market. But realistically, I'd be keeping an eye for around $1,000 conservatively. And then once you break the 1, 2, 3, 6, that's where I'd be keeping a very close eye on profit, because that's normally where we top out and you see a retracement. But Monero's not looking horrible. Just keep an eye on these indicators. They're just a little hot in my personal opinion. Overall, I'm going to be bullish on this.